The U.S. Defense Secretary has paid a surprise visit to Afghanistan as America plays with the idea of sending more troops to the country. James Mattis also signaled that the new administration wants to review its policy on the terrorists there. The new stance had already been signaled around 2 weeks ago when the U.S. dropped that. It's Moab, the largest non-nuclear bomb. They dropped it on an ISIL target in Afghanistan. The so-called mother of all bombs, that right there was the first time it's been used on a battlefield. And the weapon itself is the biggest bomb drop since the U.S. nuclear bombing of Japan's Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II.
Big, beautiful bomb.
A 21,000-pound bomb.
The mother of all bombs.
The largest non-nuclear bomb it's ever used in combat.
RT's Caleb Maupin now reports the U.S. has had to rethink its military campaign in Afghanistan before.
The United States has been in Afghanistan for the last 15 years, and it seems that operations in the country are in kind of a vicious cycle. There's been recently an attack on a U.S. secret compound in Afghanistan, as well as on an Afghan military base, and now we're hearing some rather predictable calls from U.S. officials.
They're not going to win on the battlefield, but if they engage, meeting the preconditions, they recognize the Constitution, they eschew violence and terrorism, that they can be one day a part of the political process in Afghanistan.
Now, the Taliban has actually been making great gains on the ground. According to the Special Inspector for Afghan Reconstruction, the Taliban now controls roughly half of the country. In statements, the Taliban has urged the United States to withdraw from Afghanistan and avoid being humiliated. And so, what is the solution we're hearing from U.S. officials? That's right, more troops.
Mr. Chairman, I believe we're in a stalemate. We have a shortfall of a few thousand.
It's been 15 years that the United States has been in Afghanistan. Over 100,000 U.S. troops have served in the country, but at the moment it seems that the Taliban forces are very well alive.
It is in our vital national interest to send an additional 30,000 U.S. troops to Afghanistan.
I do believe it will involve additional forces to ensure that we can make the advise and assist mission more effective.
Today, the United States military and its Afghan allies are further from victory than they were way back then. They are not able to contain the opposition, which takes on a number of different forms inside of the country. The chance of winning a war under those circumstances is absolutely nil.
But now U.S. officials seem to believe that sending more troops to the country will be productive in bringing the Taliban forces to the negotiating table. Caleb Maupin, RT, Washington, D.C.